This is one of the most eye-opening motivational videos ever. If you're someone that drinks alcohol, then this video is for you. Because what I'm about to share with you has been proven to increase your lifespan by 13 years, improve your mental health, make you more money, help you lose weight, gain muscle, become a better lover, and even make you smarter. That's right. You heard me right. And if you stop drinking right now, all those problems that you have right now in your life, they will diminish. They will go away. Oh, and it's so crazy because in our society today, there is a massive push to drink alcohol. But the truth is, if you don't drink, then you are the crazy one, okay? People will laugh at you behind your back. They'll think you're weird. They'll think you're a nerd. You won't fit in. But here's the question. Would you rather fit in and be mediocre, or would you rather stick out and be extraordinary? If you want to be extraordinary, then you need to listen to this message because in today's video, we're going to expose everything there is to know about why you need to stop drinking. I'm going to show you facts, science, statistics, stories, examples, and I'm going to share with you my own personal experience with you so that by the end of this video, you understand exactly why you need to stop drinking. This isn't just another video about quitting drinking. No, this is different, this is powerful, and this will change your life forever. So with that being said, let's begin with number 1. Countless people, including Jordan Peterson, Theo Von, Dr. Andrew Huberman, Mike Thurston, Tom Bilyeu, Andrew Kim, and Chris Williamson all agree that you should not touch alcohol because of how addictive it is. Yes, alcohol is extremely addictive, and according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, at least 1 in 10 Americans meet the criteria for either alcohol abuse or alcohol dependence, which we now call alcohol use disorder. Now, the sad thing is that only 10% of those individuals actually seek treatment. Why? Well, because of the stigma surrounding alcohol use disorder. A lot of people that drink heavily don't think they have a problem. They don't want to admit they have a problem, and they definitely don't want to treat their problem. So instead, they hide their drinking, they lie about it, and they continue doing it. But here's the thing. You cannot control your drinking once you start. It is out of your control, and if you don't believe me, ask anyone who has tried to quit before. Everyone knows someone that has tried to quit drinking, but then started back up again. And I can tell you from personal experience, it is nearly impossible to control your drinking once you get started. I used to try to convince myself that I could limit myself to just 1 or 2 beers when I went out with my friends on a Friday night. But inevitably, I always ended up having way more than I planned, and sometimes I couldn't even remember what happened. And this was incredibly frustrating because no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't seem to get the upper hand over alcohol. And eventually, I realized that the only way to regain control was to stop drinking completely. Once I stopped drinking, I regained complete control of myself. I was no longer a slave to alcohol, and I could do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted to. And this is something that everyone needs to understand. You don't have to be an alcoholic to be addicted to alcohol. Even just 1 drink a day can cause you to develop a dependency, and if you try to quit, you will experience withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, insomnia, shakiness, irritability, nausea, fatigue, and even seizures. And yes, alcohol withdrawal can be deadly. So if you're going to quit, please do it under medical supervision. Number 2. Stop drinking right now if you want to improve your mental health. If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, or any other mental health condition, then please consider stopping drinking. According to a recent study, there is a direct link between heavy drinking and mental health issues. The researchers discovered that people who drank heavily were twice as likely to develop a mental health disorder than those who did not drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking had a much lower risk of developing mental health problems in the future. And I can personally attest to the fact that cutting out alcohol has greatly improved my mental health. When I used to drink, I would often wake up in the morning feeling anxious and paranoid. I would constantly worry about what other people thought of me, and I would get into negative thought loops that made it hard to focus on anything. But since I stopped drinking, my anxiety has lifted, and I feel so much lighter and happier. I am much more present in the moment, and I am able to enjoy my life so much more. I am also much more productive since I don't waste time getting drunk anymore. Instead, I spend my time working on my goals and taking care of business. Number 3, stop drinking if you want to make more money. If you want to make more money, then please stay away from alcohol. There is a direct correlation between heavy drinking and lower income. A recent study found that people who drank heavily were much more likely to be unemployed and earn less money than those who didn't drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking were much more likely to get raises and promotions at work. I know this might sound surprising, but there is a very real connection between drinking and your ability to make money. When you're drunk, you're not thinking clearly, and you're not making rational decisions. This can lead to bad financial decisions like maxing out your credit cards or investing in dodgy stuff. On top of that, drinking can also lead to relationship problems and a lower quality of life, both of which can impact your ability to work and earn money. Number 4, stop drinking if you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, then please avoid alcohol at all costs. I know this might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Alcohol is high in calories, and it's full of sugar, which makes it the perfect recipe for weight gain. Plus, alcohol lowers your inhibitions, which can lead to overeating and poor food choices. A recent study found that people who drank heavily were much more likely to be overweight or obese than those who did not drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking were much more likely to lose weight and keep it off. When you stop drinking, you'll be amazed at how quickly your body starts to detoxify. Within 72 hours, all of the alcohol will be out of your system and your body will start to repair itself. You'll sleep better, you'll have more energy, and you'll feel so much better overall. Plus, you'll also be avoiding all of those empty calories that come with alcohol. Instead, you can focus on eating nutritious foods that will fuel your body and help you reach your weight loss goals. No. 5. Stop drinking if you want to gain muscle. If you want to build muscle, then please don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is the enemy of muscle growth. It prevents your body from absorbing nutrients and it interferes with hormone production. A recent study found that people who drank heavily were much less likely to be physically active than those who didn't drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking were much more likely to gain muscle and strength when lifting weights. When you stop drinking, you'll be able to focus on eating the right foods and getting enough rest, both of which are essential for muscle growth. You'll also be avoiding all of the calories that come with alcohol, which will help you stay in a calorie deficit, which is essential for losing weight and gaining muscle at the same time. Number 6, stop drinking if you want to be a better lover. If you want to improve your sex life, then please don't drink alcohol. I know this might sound surprising, but it's true. Alcohol lowers your inhibitions, which can lead to risky sexual behavior that you may later regret. It can also cause erectile dysfunction, which can be a real buzzkill. A recent study found that people who drank heavily had more sexual problems than those who did not drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking had better sexual function and satisfaction. When you stop drinking, you'll be able to focus on improving your technique and really connecting with your partner. You'll also be able to last longer in bed, which is always a plus. And let's face it, who doesn't want to last longer in bed? Number 7, stop drinking if you want to be smarter. If you want to be smarter, then please don't drink alcohol. I know this might sound like a no-brainer, but it's important to remember that alcohol is a toxin. It lowers your intelligence and impairs your cognitive function. A recent study found that people who drank heavily had lower IQs than those who did not drink at all. Another study found that people who stopped drinking had higher IQs and better cognitive function. When you stop drinking, you'll be able to focus on improving your cognitive function through activities like reading, exercising, and socializing. You'll also be avoiding all of the negative effects of alcohol, which can lead to brain damage and other cognitive impairments. In conclusion, there are many reasons to stop drinking alcohol. It's highly addictive. It negatively affects your mental and physical health. It causes financial problems. It leads to weight gain and muscle loss. It causes sexual problems, and it lowers your intelligence. But the good news is that if you stop drinking, you can improve all of these things. You can improve your overall health, your finances, your relationships, and your cognitive function. So if you want to improve your life, then please stop drinking alcohol.